Now, just a day after the Director General of the National Intelligence Service and the Chief of Defence Forces, General Charles Kahariri, cautioned against social media extremism, especially in criticizing the government, the Central Organization of Trade Unions, COTU, has joined in on the conversation, calling on patriotism, even on critiquing. COTU Secretary General Francis Atwoli has termed as unpatriotic continued extreme criticism of the country and its leadership, warning that undermining the country risks plunging it into chaos. NTV's Ibrahim Karanja begins our broadcast tonight.
In what appears to be a calculated scheme by the establishment to tame the rising activism by Kenyans on social media, the workers' body COTU has joined in the fray, calling for a change in the nature of criticisms, decrying what they say has been a largely negative approach to criticism.
Patriotism, and being nationalists. Where did this go? Because if you are a nationalist, you are a patriotic Kenyan, you would like to assist your fellow Kenyan. You would like to hide your nakedness and correct quietly. But a stupid Kenyan will market his stupidity and his awkwardness and ineptness in capturing things. That's a stupid Kenyan.
Speaking at a meeting that brought together general secretaries of COTU's affiliates, Atwoli warned that the continued maligning of the country and its leaders may plunge the nation into chaos.
And when the country sinks, it has no professionals, it has no professors, it has nobody that will be spared. So Kenyans, if they are waiting for that day will have to come, and don't cry, because you would have already wasted a lot of time on social media instead of correcting the ills, advising, less lamenting.
Online activism has been on the rise in the country, with the year 2024 especially seeing the rise of bold online activists, particularly by the younger Gen Z movement that even escalated into full-blown street protests in June last year, which was coordinated largely online. But recent events that include AI images critical of the country's leadership and depicting leaders in a bad state, the online celebration of Kenya's loss in the AUC chairmanship bid, and the continued negative statements against the president seem to be causing jitters. Only yesterday, CDF General Charles Kahariri and NIS Director General Nurdin Haji cautioned against irresponsible social media activism, particularly chants of Ruto must go.
It is not okay to hate your country to the point of wishing it failure. Such hate expressed in different societal fora and augmented by social media platform tears at the very fabric that holds us together.
He further took up the war from near his doorstep, answering those who have been calling for his ouster from COTU.
There is no time for us resting, there is no time for surrendering, and there is no time for retiring. That one you must rest assured. If there is somebody dreaming, our elections are there next year, let him come and compete with anybody else. You can, with no coercion, nothing. Prepare yourself for next year and come and elect whoever you want.
Meanwhile, the online activism and criticism of government has gained support.
So we cannot have a government that we cannot criticize or we cannot call to order. The Ruto must go mantra is one that cannot be silenced by the threat of guns.
The new constitution protects, and it's Article 38, Kenyans' political rights, freedom of speech, freedom of expression.
Ibrahim Karanja, NTV.